Welcome back, people of the internet. My name is DargonEvo, and today, without nonetheless, we are checking out the newly announced S.H.Monsterarts Scar King by Tamashii Nations. But we all knew this was coming whenever they showed off the teaser when they finally revealed the S.H.Monsterarts Evolved Godzilla, which we did an overview of. But we're gonna look over this dude, give some thoughts and opinions, and break him down for you guys, and make y'all's decision if you want to purchase this fellow or not. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So starting off with this image right here, it looks like he was also 3D scanned in from his movie counterpart, which is how they said they did this guy right here. So since I got my hands on the S.H.Monsterarts Kong figure, I can confidently say and compare the two of them. I think his overall sculpt, especially this head, looks very nice. We can zoom in and see that we have some very vibrant blue eyes. They're using some sort of technique, it looks like, to make them shimmer whenever the light reflects off of them, so they won't just be painted splotches, which is very nice. He's mostly made up of this red, which just looks like it's thrown onto his fur. I think he pulls off the look pretty okay, and even though this is a prototype, I just hope the gray sections stay consistent and we don't get any like weird blending issues. But if we zoom into his bone whip, we can actually see that it's made of two colors. We have a darker yellow tan with an eggshell white on top. I'm just happy it's not one solid color. And we can see at the tip that we get a nice translucent crystal shard, which I'm gonna jump over to this image, to the teaser of Shimo, which this is the S.H.Monsterarts Kong figure right here, not Scar King, but we can get a lovely glimpse of what Shimo is going to be looking like. But I'm talking about these crystals over here. We can see that they're going to be semi-translucent, which some may prefer that over the Haya figure, where y'all can see that it's more of a solid color with a semi-metallic on top, which I personally prefer this, but I do not hate this one bit. I'll probably end up picking up both of these figures, and we'll definitely do a comparison on them. Getting a close-up on Scar King, we can see that maybe it's merely an illusion, and his eyes may just merely be painted on. I think the mold on the head looks a little weird, but this head is a lot better than the other one. So I've seen other people say this online, which we can see his eye just looks like it is just painted on, sadly. But with the way that his teeth, he's snarling very grotesquely, it sort of reminds me of the first form of Destroya. I'll pull up an image on screen, but it just looks absolutely horrifying. And they have his nose very scrunched up, which you may like and you may not. That they really should have included a smirking expression head, or at least have that as his base expression, because this is a very just blank and kind of a little lifeless, except for the eyes. The eyes really bring it out. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but his hands look a little too big. Bro almost looks like Mr. Elastic a little bit. I don't know how they have him balancing, but it looks like his feet are at least proportional. And this is a nice action pose. I like how flexible the whip's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be jointed or if it's just gonna have a wire running through it. I just pray to God that it's not gonna be fragile. I'm looking at you, Space Godzilla Tell. But that's not the only thing this figure comes with. We also get a Kong Beast Glove accessory, which is kind of goofy that you have to buy one figure to get an accessory for another figure. They're trying to pull some of that like Marvel figure bullshit, where you gotta buy like 6 figures just to build one. But zooming in, I really want to point out the Beast Glove looks kind of good, except for some weird molding with his fur. I'll praise that the fingers seem to be independent, so you should be able to make your Kong flip off whoever you want. Now, if you saw our last video, I did an unboxing of this guy right here, which is the Kong figure from Godzilla vs. Kong. And that figure is identical to the Godzilla X Kong figure that they just released, except for his axe is actually translucent slightly, and this guy has a darker coat. It's a little more charcoal, which I do like, but for the love of God, Tamashii Nations, why did you not paint his fucking tooth? If you're gonna repaint the entire head, why can't you at least make the head match his movie appearance? Got another image of him right here, wielding his axe with the Beast Glove. As I said, his fingers should be independent, unless he's gonna come with 2 pre-posed hands. But there should be no reason why this arm should not fit the 2021 Kong figure that I just showed y'all. Oh my, look at his stupid ass expression. Don't even got his tooth painted. You're gonna give him the Beast Glove, but not his tooth. I'm sorry. I think most people are going to end up just painting it themselves anyways. It'd take like 5 seconds. So why Tamashii Nations? Why? But we can get a good shot recreating a scene from the movie with the S.H.Monsterarts Evolved Godzilla, which does look absolutely stunning, next to the Kong figure. Now take a good look at his fingers, and we can see how they have them. And then you bounce over here, and you can see that his hand is in the same exact pose. So we're going to get 2 pre-posed hands with Scar King, is my assumption. For the sake of holding a weapon, I think it's much more practical. Plus, those finger joints could break if they were independent. But taking another look at the Shimo teaser, I want to zoom in, get a sneak peek at where her joints are going to be. So we can see some elbow joints and those overlapping shoulder and hip ball joint covers. I see 2 points in the neck and 1 point at the jaw. I don't think I see anything for the waist, but I'm sure her tail is going to be full of articulation. I've seen people saying to cancel your Haya pre-orders and all kinds of nonsense like that because they're saying that the S.H.Monsterarts Shimo is so much better, but we haven't even seen the dang figure. I think we should hold our horses, wait and get these gals in our hands before we make any bona fide decision. Oh yeah, real quick, over here on the Tamashii's webpage, which I'll link down in the description for y'all, if you want to check this figure out for yourself, we can see that he's going to be 1,200 yen, which I did y'all the favor of translating. We can see that in Japan, he's going to cost 77.92 USD when converted, but just like the evolved Godzilla, it's still going to be about a 30% import tax. So we can expect him to cost anywhere from like 100 to 110, which is a little on the pricey side for all what you get. They make up for the lack of bulkiness on this figure with accessories, which may make the purchase worth it for you. With this bad boy will be releasing in Japan in December 2024. So we can expect Scar King to release in the US somewhere between February and March, if I had to take a guess. I'll make a post whenever his pre-order goes live, so y'all stay tuned for that. Personally, I'll probably end up pre-ordering this guy because I have the S.H.Monsterarts Kong, but I can't wait to see what Haya's Scar King looks like. But that's gonna do it for the video. If you found yourself watching up to this point, you know it's always appreciated. Dropping a like always helps. But my name is DargonEvo, and as always, have an amazing day.